Hey guys, so I tell like it is. Why Shea Patterson transferred to Michigan on December the 11th of 2017, and why Michigan once again is going to win the national title. Why Shea Patterson is going to win the Heisman Trophy, and why Michigan is ranked number 14, and why Notre Dame is going to go down. This is what this video is about. In Gematria, it is Coach Jim Harbaugh. It is starting quarterback Shea Patterson. It is Harbaugh's champion quarterback in Gematria. That equals 128. As you guys know, number 14 Michigan is going to take on number 12 Notre Dame. The last great quarterback he had was number 12 Andrew Luck. So that's what the number 12 is about right here. The number 14 I'll get into, but September the 1st, 9-1. It is Brian Kelly that's going to have a win-loss differential of 14 after playing the 14th team in the country. 48-34 with Notre Dame. His 91st loss, Brian Kelly, on 9-1. So that's what's going to happen. His 34th loss, it is Indiana, that equals 34, where Notre Dame is from, and that is also where Andrew Luck ended up playing at. So a tribute to Andrew Luck in a way for this game. But the reason why the 128 for Harbaugh's champion quarterback, Patterson and Coach Jim Harbaugh are significant, those 128 references, it is because the amount of time from the season opener Okay, here it is. The amount of time from the season opener to the day of the national title game is a time span of 128 days. 4 months and 6 days, it is Michigan, that equals 46. Patterson, Harbaugh's champion quarterback, and Coach Jim Harbaugh, all equal 128 in Gematria. This is what that symbolizes. And to the next calculator, it is Shea Patterson that decided to transfer to Michigan on December the 11th of 2017. The amount of time from that day to January the 7th, guess what? Time span of 1 year and 28 days. When you include the end day, a lot like 128, that is what's happening right here for Michigan quarterback Shea Patterson and Coach Jim Harbaugh. So no coincidence, this is all starting to line up. In Gematria, it is Heisman, that equals 33. It is Shea, that equals 33. Shea Patterson. City of Santa Clara equals 60 in Gematria. Well, you go to the date numerology of the day that Patterson decided to transfer to Michigan from Ole Miss. So that day fell on a date numerology of 60. City of Santa Clara equals 60. You know, the 7th day of the first month is the day of the national title game. It is Jim Harbaugh, that is Catholic. He visited Pope Francis on April the 26th of last year. 4 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7. The date numerology of that day was 22 in his meeting with the Pope, and it is the site of the national title game. You know, Levi's Stadium, Levi's equals 22. And that's what that really symbolizes. It is, let's see here. Well, on another note, January the 7th, 7-1 Catholic, the Society of Jesus equals 71 in Gematria. You know, the amount of time from the meeting, which actually occurred in 2017 when he came to Vatican City to meet with the Pope, the amount of time from that day to the day of the national title game is pretty interesting, because you notice here it is 622 days, and I just think of 622 and what that really means. You know, that is pretty much the opposite of Pope Francis being the 266th Pope. So here it is. Pope Francis is the 266th Pope of the Catholic Church. And notice the opposite of 266 is 662. And that's the date duration from the meeting with the Pope to the day of the national title game. I find that really interesting, and it is Pope Francis. Pope Francisco equals 88. Pope Francis and San Francisco both equal 122. Side of the national title game over at the San Francisco Bay Area at Santa Clara. And it is 88 full weeks from the meeting to the national title game. So January the 7th of 2019, and once again the April 26th meeting with Pope Francis over at Vatican City. 88 full weeks and 6 days this is. So 88 full weeks there. Here it is. There's a tribute for the Pope and the Michigan Wolverines. So moving on to the gematria calculator, San Francisco, I broke that down here, just adding some references. It is Santa Clara that equals 27. There's 27 days from the day that Patterson decided to transfer to Michigan, that date in 2018 to the day of the national title game. Is worth noting is a time span of 27 days when you don't include the end day. This is what Santa Clara equaling 27 has to do with that. It is Harbaugh, it is title, it is Mr. Shea Patterson that equals 66. Notice how title equals 21, and it was the 1998 Rose Bowl that won Michigan the national title. And 21 years from 1998 to 2019 is a time span of 21 years. It is title that equals 21, so that's why 21 years later they're going to win the title with Jim Harbaugh. Heisman winner, national title, all of this, Heisman winner and national title both equal 152, interesting enough, but it is national title, Shea Patterson and Jim Harbaugh that all equal 53, and it was 1998 that Michigan won the Rose Bowl. So very interesting. That's why Harbaugh is the coach of the Michigan Wolverines. That's why he played with them. It all has to do with this gematria. But it is the end of a title streak. Michigan ranked number 14. Right now, the end of a title drought, I should say. Michigan is number 14. End of a drought. End equals 14. Ranked number 14 right now. End equals 23. The day that Patterson decided to transfer to Michigan, December the 11th, adds up to 23. So that is what's going on here. It's the end of a title streak. Shea Patterson's going to win the Heisman. And this is why a Heisman winner is going to be playing on the 7th day of January of 2019. It all has to do with Heisman winner equaling 71 in the 7th day of the first month is January the 7th. So that's what's going on here for Shea Patterson. The day of the Heisman Trophy presentation of 2018. Let's see here. The 2018 Heisman Trophy Award, if this is talking about this season, December the 8th. Here it is. The Heisman Trophy presentation will be live on December the 8th of 2018. December the 8th can be written out as 12-8. December the 8th is 12-8. Once again, in gematria, 128 days from September the 1st to the day of the national title game. 1 year and 28 days from the day Patterson decided to transfer to the day that he's going to win the national title. Harbaugh's champion quarterback. Patterson, Coach Jim Harbaugh, 128. 12-8, the day of the Heisman Trophy presentation, is very revealing. Now, the 8th day of December of 2018, that is, let's see here, 38 46, that is 58. Freemasonry, that equals 58 and 139. And Michigan's 139th season in existence, the 8th day of December to January the 7th, is something to look out for. So this is time span of 31 days. A lot like championship equaling 131. Now how about the day of the Heisman presentation and the day that Michigan begins its season? See what that means. Of this year, of course. Now that's 98 days. 98 days, 14 weeks from September the 1st, the day of the Heisman Trophy presentation. Jim Harbaugh equals 98. Michigan Wolverines equals 98. End equals 14. End of a title drop. Michigan ranks number 14 on September the 1st. This is what it's talking about. So we have the Santa Clara reference. He was named quarterback on August the 20th. August 20th, Shea Patterson is the quarterback. So we have August the 20th in the day of the Heisman Trophy presentation. How many days has starting quarterback to the day of the Heisman? 110 days. Let's see. Okay. The Heisman. Oops. Okay, Heisman Trophy winner equals 110 in gematria. The 110th day as a starting quarterback from Michigan. He's going to win the Heisman. It's a scripting. It is, the rigged sports and what's happening. It's really amazing by the numbers how this is going to occur, Let's see. Last thing here before I close the video. How many days until Michigan wins it all? This is 140 days from August the 20th, the day Harbaugh names Patterson the quarterback, to January the 7th is 140 days. And in gematria, it is Harbaugh won the national title game. He made the right call at quarterback. 139 prior days to the national title game. Team 139 from Michigan. The rigged and scripted college football season. The day he decides to transfer. Harbaugh's meeting with the Pope. And then the first game of this year is against Notre Dame. The rigging by the numbers. How about Fighting Irish, right? Nothing I saw with Notre Dame. And it's gematria. Let's see here. Nothing else there with the Fighting Irish's name, but Michigan's going to win a national title. Patterson's transfer and all. He's going to win the Heisman. They're going to beat Michigan. They're going to go undefeated here.